Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. If we can move forward, please. Jazakumullah khair. If you could stand up, fill the gaps in front of you, and move forward. It is the last Friday of Ramadan. Kids are now out of school. Our friends from college are back from college. So please, we need to make as much space as possible. Jazakumullah khair.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمد رسول الله. حي على حي على حي على حي على الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونستهديه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له. وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبد الله ورسوله أرسله بالهدى ودين الحق ليظهره على الدين كله وكفى بالله شهيدا. فصلوات الله وسلامه عليه. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. أما بعد. Today and throughout Ramadan, we tend to have a spiritual high. Our faith skyrockets. Our doing of good deeds increases, and this is a good feeling. However, we all know a week from today, the amount of people who will attend Isha and Fajr prayer will drop drastically. You have the intention now that you want to continue doing good deeds even outside Ramadan. We have that, and that's a result of our spiritual high. However, we know that it tends not to work out. We have the question, how can we sustain our iman? But today I want to talk about how can we protect our iman. So I want to reflect on a series of verses in Surah Al-Hadid, which I heard from another lecture, and I thought I'd share it with you because it's very beautiful. So our question today isn't how can we increase our iman, but rather how can we protect our iman. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in these verses, He draws a picture for us of the Day of Judgment. Specifically, after the non-Muslims have been judged. Now there are two groups of people left, the believers and the hypocrites. And it's time to cross the Sirat al-Mustaqim, the Sirat on the Day of Judgment, the bridge over hellfire. We're going to cross it. This is a very dark room. We don't see anything. There's absolutely no light except one source of light. And that's your iman. The iman coming out of the individual. For some people, it's so bright, it sheds light on the entire room. So they go through very quickly. Others, it's weaker. So they run through. Others, weaker. So they walk through. Others, so weak, they kind of, step by step, make their way across. Behind the believers are the hypocrites. When we say hypocrites, we're not talking about people, how we accuse each other of being hypocrites. No, we're talking about people who claim Islam. They say we are Muslim, but their hearts don't believe. Their hearts reject Islam. So on the outside they're Muslim, on the inside they're not Muslim. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, يَوْمَ يَقُولُ الْمُنَافِقُونَ وَالْمُنَافِقَاتُ لِلَّذِينَ آمَنُوا انظُرُونَا نَقْتَبِسْ مِنْ نُورِكُمْ. They will say, believers, wait for us. We want to take from your light. The same way we were taking from the benefits of being a Muslim in this life, now we want to take from the benefits of being a Muslim in the next life. And that's the light. Wait for us. Don't leave us behind. We need to take from your light. قِيلَ ارْجِعُوا وَرَاءَكُمْ فَالْتَمِسُوا نُورًا. The believers will respond, say, you stay behind and get your own light. Get your own light. Today, each man, each woman is for themselves. There is no sharing of light. فَضُرِبَ بَيْنَهُمْ بِسُورٍ لَهُ بَابٍ بَاطِنُهُ فِيهِ الرَّحْمَةُ وَظَاهِرُهُ مِنْ قِبَلِهِ الْعَذَابُ. Some sort of barrier will be put down between the believers and the hypocrites. One side will be the believers, that side will be the side of mercy, reward, paradise. Because paradise is now just across the bridge. On the other side, it's punishment, the side of the hypocrites. يُنَادُونَهُمْ أَلَمْ نَكُمْ مَعَكُمْ. This is where it gets intense. The hypocrites will call out, were we not with you? Didn't we occasionally come to the masjid? Once every so-and-so? I'm not accusing anyone here of hypocrisy, by the way. I'm trying to paint a picture. Did we not used to come to Eid prayer, right? Did you not see us in Eid prayer? Didn't we used to go to those events every now and then? You'd see us. Weren't we with you? So what do the believers respond? قَالُوا بَلَى. You're right. You were. You used to come to these events. Every now and then we would see you. وَلَكِنْ فَتَنْتُمْ أَنفُسَكُمْ. But when you would leave, what would happen to you? What would you do? You'd make yourself, or you put yourself in fitna. You'd engulf yourself in an environment that takes you away from Iman. You put yourself in situations and scenarios around people who don't help your Iman. So this is step one to protecting your Iman. Make sure you are in an environment which invests and develops your Iman, not the opposite. You find that here in the masjid. That's why your Iman grew during Ramadan, because you were constantly coming to the masjid every day. So come to the masjid for the males every Friday, every Isha and Fajr prayer. Come. Protect your Iman through that. Don't leave and then immerse yourself in all these worldly acts, even if they're halal. Sometimes overdoing it in halal is actually opening the doors for other things, for stuff that's more harmful. You can watch TV. Watching TV is halal. But the more you watch TV, the more you'll be introduced to ideas, the more you will see images that you're not supposed to see, and that hurts your iman. So although an act might be permissible, overdoing it in that act will actually open doors to that which is impermissible. So you used to come, we used to see you, but when you'd go home, right, what would you do? You'd engage in all these things which hurt and bring down your iman. وَتَرَبَّصْتُمْ, you procrastinated. For the hypocrites, they were waiting for the Muslims to somehow be afflicted by a calamity. They were waiting for someone to come and hurt Muslims. That's the hypocrites. But there's also that meaning of procrastination. You procrastinated. You said, inshallah, before Ramadan, inshallah, Ramadan, I'm going to be awesome. And you were. Okay? After, you can say, inshallah, next Ramadan. Inshallah, when Hajj comes around, the first 10 days. That's procrastination. Don't procrastinate. When you want to be a better Muslim, start that day. And you know the ways. The ways are very easy. The doors are open for you. When you want to be a better Muslim, don't procrastinate. Start right away. So in order to protect your iman, continue doing outside Ramadan what you were doing in Ramadan. From reading Quran, coming to the masjid, fast every now and then, fast Tuesdays and Thursdays if you can, fast 3 times a month if you can, or at least once every month if you can. Do your dhikr. Don't procrastinate. Don't say on Friday, inshallah, I'll start. Next month, I'll start. On Eid, I'll start. During Hajj, I will start. Or once I do Umrah, or once I do Hajj, I will start. Start immediately. That's how you protect your iman. Because when you don't engage in iman, when you procrastinate it, your iman is going down. Iman never stays firm. It's either increasing or decreasing. You choose. وَارْتَبِتُمْ, you doubted. For the hypocrites, they doubted Islam in and of itself. But for us Muslims, we doubt our own death. I still have more time. I'm still young. I still have 40 years of my life, at least. Average age is, 80 years old. I'm still young. I'm only 50. I'm only 40. I'm only 30. I'm only 20. You doubt your own death. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala increase our lives. Protect your iman by recognizing each and every one of us, by recognizing you yourself have a day which you will meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You don't know when that is. So don't wait for it to come to you all of a sudden when you're not prepared. وَغَرَّتْكُمُ الْأَمَانِي حَتَّى جَاءَ أَمْرُ اللَّهِ. And your wishes fooled you. You were deceived by your own wishes. Inshallah. Again, this goes back to this. Inshallah, I'm going to be a better Muslim when I grow up. It's a little bit more. Let me get through college and I'll be a better Muslim. Let me just, raise my kids a little bit, make sure they have fun, and then I'll become a better Muslim. Once I get to college, after high school, it's a little bit hard. Let me wait. You have these wishes. You have this picture painted in your mind that inshallah, once I become 40, once I become 50, once I become 60, I'm going to be a good Muslim. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for that, for each and every one of us. But how do you know you'll reach that? How do you know when you get to that age, you'll be able to be a better Muslim? The more you wait, the more you hurt your iman. Protect your iman by bringing yourself to reality. Putting a realistic picture in your mind. That even if I reach that age, I don't know if I'll have the ability to do it. Imagine 60 years you've been living a lifestyle. It's not easy to change it overnight. It's not. The earlier, the easier. The earlier, the better. وَغَرَّكُمْ بِاللَّهِ الْغَرُورِ. Al-Gharur, the deceiver, deceived you in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now this can be held as the shaitan, the devils, those who whisper to you, they deceived you. They said, Allah Ghafur Rahim. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will forgive us. It's okay. Let me just do this and that. Allah will forgive me. It's no problem. It's only a few sins here and there. Allah will forgive me. The shaitan deceived you. He painted the beautiful picture in your mind where everything works out. Or the deceiver could be this life. This life deceived you. All this beauty, all this paradise we see around us here in Southern California. The houses, alhamdulillah, they deceived you. You're always working to become more financially stronger. To buy that bigger house that you want. To buy that better car that you want. All of it's halal. I'm not saying it's haram. But don't let it deceive you from the from your main purpose. Don't let it deceive you from the bigger houses, the bigger cars, the better life in the next life. Yes, we live a good life here, alhamdulillah, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to increase us and to protect us, right? But don't forget, the next life is even better. If you like a big house here, then know, when you do good deeds, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala builds you a better house in the next life. Very much easier. In order to buy the house here, you need to work thousands of hours, pay mortgage, pay tens, hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not more, to buy a house that needs maintenance, that you need to repair every now and then. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, pray 12, or the Prophet says, pray 12 extra rak'ahs every day, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala builds you a house in paradise. Look at that. 12 rak'ahs, how much does that take in our day? 30 minutes maybe, split throughout the day, and you get a house in paradise. A house does not need repair. It does not break down. It does not get old. In fact, it becomes better, more beautiful, and bigger, just for doing 12 rak'ahs a day. So don't let this life deceive you. Don't let the whispers of the shaitan deceive you. This idea, Allah Ghafur Rahim, let me do whatever I want, that doesn't work like that. There's other aspects to it. Everyone who does a sin, they get compensation for that. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, فَالْيَوْمَ لَا يُؤْخَذُ مِنْكُمْ فِدْيَةٌ وَلَا مِنَ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا. Today, there is no way out. You can't buy yourself out on the Day of Judgment. Today you can. You can buy yourself out of hellfire. You can buy yourself paradise through charity, through giving zakat. But in the next life, it's done. It's a sealed deal. There is none. Whatever you earned, that's what you have. And remember this in order to protect your iman. That there is a next life. That you will meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. مَأْوَاكُمُ النَّارِ هِيَ مَوْلَاكُمْ وَبِئْسَ الْمَصِيرُ. To you, for the hypocrites, right? Inshallah, none of us here will enter hellfire, but for the hypocrites, it's hellfire. That's your reward. That's your home. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says a very beautiful verse. أَلَمْ يَأْنِ لِلَّذِينَ آمَنُوا أَن تَخْشَعَ قُلُوبُهُمْ لِذِكْرِ اللَّهِ وَمَا نَزَلَ مِنَ الْحَقِّ. Is it not time, brothers and sisters, here in Ramadan, you've gone through Ramadan, your iman is at a spiritual high. You feel the love for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You feel the happiness of worship in your heart. Is it not time now that your hearts become soft by doing dhikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Is it not time now? If not now, when? Is it not time? Look at the words Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala used. Alam ya'ni lilladhina amanu. Very soft word, ya'ni. Is it not time? Has the time not come? Is this not the best time to say after Ramadan, I am going to continue coming to the masjid? That I am going to stay a good Muslim as I was during Ramadan? Is it not time to do that? Is it not time for the Quran to be much stronger in my life, to have a much bigger role in my life? وَمَا نَزَلَ مِنَ الْحَقِّ. The truth. وَلَا يَكُونُ كَالَّذِينَ أُوتُوا الْكِتَابَ مِنْ قَبْلُ فَطَالَ عَلَيْهِمُ الْأَمَدُ فَقَسَتْ قُلُوبُهُم. And don't be like the nations before us, the people of the book before us, who, after a long period of time passed, their hearts became hard. Their book stopped having value in their own lives. Are you going to be like that? Or are you going to be what Islam made you? فَقَسَتْ قُلُوبُهُم. Their hearts became hardened. Why? Because they left their book. Because they left engaging in worship. وَكَثِيرٌ مِّنْهُمْ فَاسِقُونَ. And most of them, many of them, are those who engage in sin and go against what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has ordained. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us hope. اعلموا أن الله يحيي الأرض بعد موتها. Know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revives earth after its death. Now, what is the earth here in California? It's brown. It's dead. When you see the mountains, 2 months ago, 3 months ago, it was all green. It was alive. Strong in life. Now it's all dead. What's going to happen the next season? Rain is going to come down and it's going to be revived. This barren land, this land which is now dead, will be revived. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving us an analogy here. He's telling us if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is able to revive a dead land, a barren land with water, then know if you feel your heart is dead, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can revive it. With rain. Rain revives earth. Revelation revives the heart. This is what we have. قد بينا الآيات لكم قد بينا لكم الآيات لعلكم تعقلون. These are the signs, so that you may comprehend. Use your logic and decide how to protect your iman. This is how you protect your iman, brothers and sisters. Number one, staying in an environment of iman. Making sure you continue to do acts of worship outside of Ramadan. Making sure you don't procrastinate. Remembering that death is coming to every one of us. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us all a long life. And don't let this life deceive you. Remember, you have an appointment with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Protect your iman. Let your goal be to protect your iman. You all have iman. You came, you tarawih, you prayed, you fasted, you gave charity, you gave your zakah, you met with your family, you had fun, you were happy. Protect that. Let that be your goal. Don't think, how can I increase my iman? For now. Say, how can I protect my iman outside Ramadan? أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على نبي الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه. Again, brothers and sisters, if you can move up, please fill in the gaps. We have a lot of people today. If you are sitting on the wall, if you can just turn, I'm almost done, so that we can fit next to person. Jazakallah khair. Please move up. We have several announcements. Number one, make dua for Sister Amina Hajj Muhammad, who is unconscious now from a kidney failure. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant her a speedy recovery. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant her family patience. We also need your help tonight for the suhoor. Tonight is our all-night qiyam. The suhoor normally costs around $3,000. On your way out, please give $5, $10 or more. Please help us out so that we can end Ramadan on a good note, because Allah knows best what would happen if there's no suhoor. We also have some old carpet that needs to be removed right outside here. I think from this door on this side. There's some old carpet. If we could get some of the young and strong men to help us out to move it, that would be great. Jazakumullah khair. Right after Salah. Tonight is the Khatim of the Quran during Tarawih. Okay, Khatim of the Quran tonight during Tarawih. The all-night qiyam is also tonight, starting at midnight. So after Tarawih, say we finish at 11, we'll start at 12 o'clock. Will be an hour break for those who'd like to stay. Eid al-Fitr is going to be on Sunday, June 25th. OCIF is having 3 prayers. The Salah will be in the masjid. The first prayer is at 7:30 a.m., the second at 9, the third at 10:30 a.m. The takbirat will start half an hour prior to the prayer. So the first prayer is at 7:30, the takbirat start at 7. The second prayer is at 9, the takbirat start at 8:30. The third prayer is at 10:30, takbirat start at 10 a.m. Also, please carpool. If you can, carpool. Tomorrow, the Eid is on Sunday, so we expect a higher turnout. Please carpool as much as possible. Also, there's a building right outside the masjid from here, the second one on Paula. We used to park there because it was abandoned. I guess now there's construction going on over there. Do not park there. The owners or the construction company is not liable for anything that happens. Do not park your cars over there. It's called Medex. Reminder, Zakat al-Fitr, don't forget. It is obligatory to give Zakat al-Fitr. Okay, it's an obligation. If you don't give it before the end of Ramadan, know that you have gained sin. Make istighfar, and you still have to give it even outside Ramadan if you didn't give it before. But please give it today. If you can do it today, give it today, so that we can distribute the money to the people so that they can enjoy their Eid. And Zakat al-Fitr is $10 a person. Last call to bring back Eid gifts. Those who took from the Eid wish list, please return them with the cards. Jazakumullah khair. OCIF is selling Eid Boomers tickets outside. The Boomers, which is in Irvine, for those who would like to take their kids. You can purchase the tickets with the masjid. We'd like to There are 2 watches we found during Ramadan. If anyone lost a watch, please go to the administration and see. We will resume ordinary programs after Ramadan, inshallah. My OC, the youth program, junior high and high school students, inshallah, we will resume our Friday program. Not the Friday following Eid, but rather the Friday after that. July 7th, we will resume my OC at 7 p.m. Again, the youth program on Friday will resume July 7th at 7 p.m. The lectures will also resume, inshallah. The Thursday night lecture between Maghrib and Isha, what Islam says, will resume on July 6th. So we're taking a week off for Eid. July 6th, we'll resume that lecture. The women's tafsir. So we have an English women's tafsir, 11:30 on Tuesdays. However, the following Tuesday after Eid and that Tuesday after that, which is Independence Day, July 4th, there won't be a lecture. After that, we'll resume, which I believe is July 11th for the English tafsir for sisters at 11:30. The Arabic tafsir at 11:30 on Wednesdays will continue immediately. We won't have any break for that. And finally, I'd like to thank everyone who joined us for Ramadan and all the volunteers. I'd like to thank Sheikh Zuhair for being our Imam and reading Quran for us with his beautiful voice. It's very tiring, by the way, for those who haven't tried this. During Ramadan, it's very tiring for the Imam to continuously recite. So we make dua for him and thank him for that. Also, I'd like to thank the youth coordinators for doing such a great job. Alhamdulillah, it was very successful, especially the junior high program. Jazakumullah khair, make dua for them, make dua for us. It has been really my goal since I got here in OCIF to have a strong youth program. Inshallah, we are doing our best to provide you for that. If you have any comments, any concerns, would like to join the email list, just please send me an email and I will add you to that. Also, I'd like to give a special thanks to the board, especially Ammi Abu Rami and Khati Rami, who really worked a lot, and it's very tiring, so make sure you thank them for such a good job and make dua for them. The child care program and pillars during Taraweeh, we thank them for a good job, and also those who helped in the kitchen and during the iftar and suhoor, and to all our donors, Jazakumullah khair. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept our deeds. Oh Allah, accept our fasting, our prayer, our reading of the Quran, accept our good deeds and increase our good deeds. Oh Allah, protect our iman outside of Ramadan. Allahumma aslih lana dinana alladhi huwa ismatu amrina, wa aslih lana dunyana allati fiha ma'ashuna, wa aslih lana akhiratana allati ilayha ma'aduna, waj'al al-hayata ziyadatan lana fi kulli khayr, waj'al al-mawta rahatan lana min kulli shar. Allahumma ighfir lil-muslimina wal-muslimat wal-mu'minin wal-mu'minat al-ahya'i minhum wal-amwat, innaka sami'un qareeb mujib ad-da'awat ya rabbal alamin. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وأقم الصلاة.